What is crack-a-lackin', people? How is everybody doing? So glad to be back. Somebody give me a 5 for 5 and we'll get started. I'll go over some space weather stuff with you guys real quick. And, yeah. Somebody give me a 5 for 5, though. I'm going to wait just a second till I get that 5 for 5 because it's been a minute since I've went live here. I want to make sure people are hearing me. Let's just make sure that that's happening. You know what I'm saying? Can y'all understand? I'm going to wait just a second till I... Alright. Let's see. Alright, cool. Cool. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you. And thanks for sticking with me, guys. I know that I haven't been here a lot. I mean, obviously, there's no doubt about it. I am going to give you guys a brief explanation on what's been going on. I've had a lot of stuff going on. I always told you guys, my family always comes first. And my daughter is now out of school. So she graduates. Her graduation ceremony is this coming weekend. But as far as going to school and stuff now, that's over. So I'll be able to be, here a lot more like I was before. I'm good. You're going to see me posting every day, maybe even a morning video, just kind of like a 5-minute thing. But I wanted to make sure you guys understood what was happening with that. And I am sorry that I wasn't here, but to be honest with you guys, I couldn't be. I was not going to waste that time with my daughter, and it wouldn't have been a waste of time, but you know what I'm saying. I'm not going to miss that. So anyway, guys, hello in the chat. Somebody, and that's the other thing, guys. It's going to be like one of those things where it's going to take me a minute to get back into the algorithm. So any help you guys can give me, I would much appreciate that. And the best way you can do that is just to share it. Come watch, like, and share. I am going to be concentrating a lot on a few members only streams here very, very shortly. So if you guys are interested in joining the memberships, I've actually been working on some, thinking about putting up some merch like a coffee cup with like the sun on it or something, and maybe something that I say constantly and those kinds of things. Thinking about doing that. So that's right, baby. There you are, Jeremy. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you. Appreciate you, brother. 13 months. That's awesome. Hey, Trish. And guys, just a fair warning here. I am probably going to talk to you guys quite a bit tonight. I'm going to go over the space weather stuff, and then we'll talk after I get through the space weather stuff. Hey, what's crack-a-lackin', brother? Stephanie and everybody else in there. I want to say hi to everybody, but I am going to go ahead and do the space weather thing first, for those that aren't really here for those other things. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Floyd's Universe, what's cracking? What's cracking? And if you guys know anybody that usually watches, please let them know I'm live. And again, and I have no doubt about it's going to take me a minute to get things back up to where they were. I have a goal. By the end of the year, I really do want to have quite a few more subscribers. And, I really want to take this to the next level. And I think I'm in a time in my life now where I can make that happen. That's just is what it is. I don't feel like I missed anything with my daughter. I couldn't live with myself if I did. So, and that's why I'm here. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. It's why, my family has always been first and always will be. And I hope you guys are the same. So, but I do respect this family here too. Okay? So I want to give you guys the proper amount of respect and do what needs to be done. So you might see the setup change also. Okay, I'm thinking about putting my face out here and kind of like talking through the space weather. If you're not using AI as a content creator, you're going to get left behind, unfortunately. And I say that with all the genuine I can give you. Everything is that way now. If you're a content creator and you're not using AI, you're going to get left behind. Your channel will not be there. It's just one of those things. There's a few genres, I guess. Well, case in point, Hilly. He does the Bible study and stuff. That's probably not going to be affected a whole lot by that. But things like what I'm doing and other, you guys can imagine. It's just the AI thing has really come together and it's changed everything very, very quickly. Which, in my opinion, again, it's kind of scary. But it's also, if I even want to have a voice here, I'm going to have to do it. And yeah, and some of the stuff, I'm just going to be straight up with you, it's cool. A lot of it is. A lot of it's really cool stuff. Hey, Ilea, good to see you. Scrappy dappy doo. And, yeah. So those of you guys that still have memberships, I will be doing the members only, okay? I plan on doing one. Probably not this weekend because we got the graduation. But I may try to sneak one in on you guys in the middle of the week sometime. And then my goal is to do one a week. Hey, miss, what's up, girl? Guys, I'm screw that. I'm just going to do this right now. Listen, if it was not for my managing moderators in the background, I promise you, I wouldn't be here. Okay? And I say that with all that I can tell you. I was going through it, okay? And I was talking to people in the background. Ilea, Mist, Ripper, Trinity, Hilly. I talked to him a few times about it. And I know, and Jammer, and anybody else. I have like 6 or 7 managing mods. But we have a group chat. And guys, I was in a dark spot. I really was. I've always, when I had to quit my job because I'm disabled, man, I worked that job for over 20 years. That's how I identified myself. I was that person. I was bringing home all of that. Thank you, man. Thanks, Doctor. Appreciate you, Dr. Fatbird. Love that. Thank you. And Miss, thank you for becoming a member, up in that membership again. Thank you, sister. I really do. And guys, these guys really had, they take the time to talk to me in the background, and I can't express enough how much that helped me get back to right here. And as you can hear in my voice, I'm not like down about anything. And I'm not now. I was in a very, very, oh gosh. I hadn't been that down in a long time, because now my daughter's graduating. I got 2 other boys that have already graduated. They're adults and all of that. And I was always the father, and I'm still their father. I get that. But at the same time, let's face it, they don't need me as much. They still need me, don't get me wrong, but that's how I identified myself when somebody say, what are you doing with yourself nowadays? Well, I'm taking care of the house, take care of my kids, that kind of thing. Mr. Mom, right? And that ends. And it ended abruptly for me. I didn't expect that, okay? I don't know what I was expecting. I didn't know how I would handle it. And it's not a midlife crisis either. It's really like an empty nest thing, but my kids are still here at home. But at the same time, I know they're adults, and it's just, it hurts my heart. That's all. I just, if I could have kept them kids for their whole, for my whole life, I would have. I know it sounds kind of selfish, but you know what? Man, I'll tell you. But thank you guys for having that patience, and a special shout out to all my managing moderators and all my regular mods. I talked to a few of you guys too. And I got a really cool email I want to share with you guys, but I got to ask this person permission first. Okay, you know who you are, and when your dad was sick, so I'm just going to say that for now. And I want to tell you something. That was the best email I had ever gotten in my entire existence. I mean, I was bawling after I read it. So thank you for that. Okay. Anyway, here we go. So, space weather. Okay, guys, we actually have a lot of stuff to go over here. This spot right here is huge. Okay, it started doing its thing on the backside. Now, I seen something very interesting about this too. You know how I told you guys these things follow up, on these magnetic connection lines right here. The plasma travels that way. Well, I'm going to show you guys something here in just a second that it recaptured some of that plasma, and it does it almost every CME that happens. But this thing grabbed a bunch and splashed it down with a mission. Okay, splashed. I mean, I have not seen it do it that picturesque, I guess. But But we are now, right now, we are being hit with a geomagnetic storm. Okay? Let me come over here to the magnetosphere for you guys. Here we go. Also, guys, I got some... hey, John, Pamela, Stephanie, good to see everybody. Hey, Jerry. Yeah. I took a 22-second video the other night, okay? We had a big storm roll through my area here in East Central Indiana, and after it was over, I went outside, and I wanted to get some lightning pictures, right? So I was right behind the storm, and I went outside. This is my front yard, right? And I took a 22-second video. I was like, okay, cool. I'll go in the house, and I'll slow it down and pick out some, like, you know, just some frames out of that and take some snapshots. I seen some things I can't explain. Okay, and I'm not even going to attempt to explain it because I don't know what it is. I mean, it's probably normal stuff, but it doesn't look normal to me. So yeah, but I'll show you guys that here in a few minutes. But anyway, we are being hit right now, and you can see that with the waves coming in here. Where's this coming from? We had a big, gigantic coronal hole. Okay, we've had coronal hole after coronal hole. This is velocity. Okay, sun's on the left. All the energy is moving left to right. Hits our magnetic field, and it creates this magnetosphere. Okay, so this is the Earth, and this is everything behind this bow shock is what they call it. That's the first point of contact of space weather and our magnetic field. Anything behind that has Earth's magnetic protection. Whatever we've got to give protection, right? So when it's bouncing around, that's why we pay attention to that, because sometimes it causes cracks, it gets in, and it causes issues, especially with the bigger storms. So let me just kind of roll this through. You can see the waves coming in. Now this is just speed only, and they measure it kilometers per second. All right. And something else I want to mention too, guys. I am doing some really cool things. I'm going to, you know, it's going to look really good. I think you guys are going to like what I'm going to be doing. All this stuff is the same. I'm going to be sharing the same information. But the visuals, the models are going to stay the same too. But how I get to those models and how I do things is going to change a little bit. And it's going to be some really cool things. So just keep that in mind. And I might even have me a robotic co-host. If you guys ever watch Ryan Hall, go watch him, and he's got that y'all bot. I want to have something like that for my channel. I think it'd be really cool when I live stream. So anybody that knows who that is and has watched Ryan Hall at all knows exactly what I'm talking about. So I am working on that. Hey, J Poss. Hey, Rick. What's up, guys? If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. Hey, Angel Dreams. Angel's Wings was in here earlier too. Jerry's there. Christina. And again, guys, I'm not going to sit here and like just keep saying hi right this second. So I'm going to try to stay focused here for a minute, guys. I'm going to like set the chat off to the side just a little bit so I don't get distracted. Because I do understand, okay? I understand. I've always understood. I've always had a problem always trying to just talk to the chat. And I need to just get through the information. So, anyway, so this is the density, right? It is exactly what you think it is. More dense means more particles, right? So it causes more drag. Things can hit hard. All that stuff. Wise Jen in the house. Had to say hi to my Wise Jen. I tell you, you've been here a long time. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate you. See, there you go. I'm squirreling already. Now I'm literally going to take my phone and scoot it off to the side where I can't see it. So, yeah, check that out, right? So, when you see things like this, okay, that doesn't mean our bow shock is gone, guys. All it means is this is density. It means that whatever's on this side and that side is the same density. Okay? The bow shock doesn't go down. The bow shock goes down, we turn into Mars. Okay? That's as simple as that. I can't say it in any other way. That's what happens. The only way our bow shock goes down is if the sun was not to be there, or our magnetic field went completely away, or both. That's the only way that happens. So just kind of keep that in mind when somebody's out here trying to tell you, hey, you know, I used to say it. I used to believe that's what happened until I got educated. So, I don't think you would be my density, brother. I mean, come on now. I tell you. Whew. Yeah. My density is, yeah, I need to lose some density. Anyway, this is magnetic pressure. And it's exactly what you think. Now, they all look familiar. They all look similar, I'm sorry. But they're not. They're not the same, right? This is pressure. I showed you density, and then I showed you speed. All three of those are very important data points, okay? Now, I just told you we're getting hit right now. I just showed it to you. And here is the actual data. This is the KP. That's how we measure it. If it gets to a KP of 5, that means we're in a low-level geomagnetic storm. We're probably already there. Okay, they are forecasting here right now a G1 and a G1. It's not supposed to be too big, but it was coming from coronal holes. So let me take you guys over here, and I'm going to back this off just a touch. And we're going to look at the 211 purple one here, because it shows coronal holes really, really well. All right? We've had some gigantic ones, you know, and I know everybody else in the community has been talking about this, okay? Because it's actually big news. This is trans-equatorial. It means the coronal hole itself crosses the equator of the sun. Guys, this doesn't happen often. Okay? You've almost got the northern coronal hole connecting to the southern. It's amazing. It's huge. Yes, thank you, Miss, for that. Guys, Trinity has been very, very sick. Okay? Hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here. We all know Trinity. Thank you, Miss, for that super chat, too. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, sister. For real. Guys, let's get some ones in the chat for Trinity, alright? It really does, you know, and she's one of my managing mods, and she's going through it, guys. Okay? If she wants to tell you what's going on, we'll let her do that. But, hey, hope between the dreams, what's happening? We'll let her do that. She wants me to mention it. You know, I can. But we know that she needs prayers. So let's just do prayers, good thoughts, whatever you do. So let's do that, okay? She's a very, yes, exactly, Jerry. Such a special woman. She really is. She's a one of a kind, guys. Hey, scrappy-dappy-doo. But yeah, okay. So, yeah. So when these holes open up, it's not a hole in the sun. It's a hole in the atmosphere of the sun, the corona. It allows charged particles just to flow out, and they flow out our direction when it's on this side, right? So, yeah. So let me. I wanted to do that real quick. I don't want to not highlight that. There we go. Did it highlight it? Okay, yeah, it's there. Okay. Anyway, and thanks again, guys, for the super chats. I do appreciate it. And let me tell you something, guys. When I don't stream, me and Mist actually had a conversation about this in the background. Yeah, there is nothing coming in. So I mean, you can imagine what's happening there. But there were more important things for me to take care of than you know, I'm not really monetary driven. I'm in my real life or here on YouTube. It's just not what I do. It's just not who I am, I guess. But I have to live too. So when it's not around, you know, and that's, you know, I try not to like say members only and this and that, and super chat this and super chat that too much. I really do, because I know that everybody's out there with the same struggle as me. So just know that it's more appreciated than what I can even say when you guys do choose to help and become members and super chat and stuff like that. So it helps me way more than I could even, you guys, I don't think I could even say how much it helps. But that's all I'm going to say on that. I don't want to, you know, make this about that. That's one thing I've been pretty good about. I don't make my channel about that kind of thing. So anyway, you can see this coronal hole. Guys, we're still connected to this magnetically. Not only that, this one here was gigantic. So, I mean, it's just been coronal hole after coronal hole. This one here, I think, has been here for 9 rotations. Maybe even more. That's a long time, guys. We're talking months. So, and then you start getting this stuff. Now, why is that even part of the conversation? Well, the coronal holes can put us into geomagnetic storm itself, but watch right here, and I'll point it out when it happens. See my cursor? And I'm going to right about there. Do you see that little like a haze? And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take it here. I'm going to rock it back and forth so you guys can see that. Okay, what that is right there, you see that? You see what's happening here? This plasma from here follows this down. Now I do think it erupted some. That turned into a little bit of a CME. Okay, now we see this often with coronal holes. So what happens is, if the magnetic polarity is the opposite or the same, it will either push or pull CMEs that are close by. It helps steer them. So it makes it really difficult to forecast. And that's why I don't forecast. You know, that's one of the reasons I don't forecast. I don't have the knowledge for that. But I try to nowcast, and that's really where I'm at. And that's what I like to do. And I do give explanation. But notice that happens around that coronal hole. Check that out. Okay, and you could. I mean, it's obvious. It really is. So, and look at that plasma right there. Check. I just thought this was really cool. Watch. Okay, so now I'm going to back it up. Now I'm going to go forward. See all this stuff moving around? See that right there? See how that plasma started lifting up? You can literally see it travel on this filament. That's what that is. See that? Okay, so with that being said, what we're going to do is I'm going to take you, and we're going to do the 304 angstrom, because you can actually, let's do the 131. I like this version. This version of the this is extreme ultraviolet. It's just a way to look at the sun in different wavelengths, so we get to see the sun in different ways. Helps us understand better what we're looking at with a visual. As that's doing that, I'm going to take you guys over to this latest one. Oh, thank you, Hope Between the Dreams. Appreciate you. I know it's best to give when you need help. You're awesome. Thank you, Hope. I really do appreciate that. Janet S., welcome to the family, baby. Heck yeah. I think I have some, and thank you, Hope, again there for that generous super chat. Thank you so much. Janet, thank you for becoming a member. I'll try to give you guys a shout out here in a little bit too again. But I think I might have some membership. Let me check real quick. Let's see here. Doesn't look like I have any. Usually I have like a free, like, let's see this. Yeah, I might not have any right now. Sometimes when you don't stream for a while, they let us give out memberships for free. Okay? And it doesn't look like I have any. Okay. Yeah, I don't have any right now. No free ones. But when I do have them, I give them to you guys. Right? I think it's really cool. But yeah. Hilly, I swear, man, you're awesome. Okay, anyway, we had a CME. That eruption I was showing you a minute ago is this CME. Now, it is on this side of the sun. So, we could be getting hit with that before too long. Be a couple days if it does come our way. So, this is Stereo A. Stereo A is now hanging out to the right of the Earth. Like over here, right? So, it gives us a different visual than what it used to. So let me start that and see that. So that means Earth is over here. So when you see it erupting this way, it means it's going towards Earth. This is a coronagraph helping us understand what's happening. Okay, and we know now that it's got a chance of coming at us, 100%. Okay, it may still miss. It could go north of us, but this is in our general direction. And it didn't like happen right in the middle of the sun, but it's on this side, so there's always a chance. Right? I wanted to show you guys that first and foremost. But the other day, I think it was on the 24th. Yep. Okay, I put this in my thumbnail. I want you guys to see something. And I've shown you guys this a few times, and almost every time I show you guys this the sun actually fired at this comet. Okay, it happens more than what we talk about. It really does. And the reason why it's hard to come out and talk about it is because we're 93 million miles away from the sun. This satellite is 92 million miles away from the sun. So it's hard to tell exactly how big that is, that sun diver right there, and where it's at. Now, as it got closer to the sun there, you've seen it speed up. So you kind of get to know that, and it didn't come out on the other side. The sun ate that sucker up. Okay? Either the solar wind ate it up, or it actually it made it close enough, and then the sun just destroyed it. Alright? But you can clearly see the sun react. See that? Now let me zoom in here so you guys can see it just a little bit better. There's a sun diver. Right? So let me do this. When it starts again, I'm gonna pause it. Okay, so let me back it up. Now I'm talking right here. Now it's over here too. You can see it over here too. But check that out. Watch as it moves forward. I hate that. Daggone it. Okay, here we go. I hope you guys can still see it. It's right there. So as I move forward here, the sun, did. See that? And as it went, and it's hard to tell if it really kind of hit at that. I don't think it hit at that point, but it's in that general direction that it could have instigated that eruption. All right, I ain't saying that's what caused it. It could have. I just don't know for sure. But I've seen that happen more than once, and it did survive. So if that had been hit by a eruption by the sun, that would not be there anymore. Okay, it would have destroyed it. So I don't think it hit it. What I'm saying is it destabilized that area of the sun because of how close in proximity it was. Magnetics. Okay? Trish, thank you. Thank you so much, girl. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Anybody got those from Trish, tell her thanks, guys. Please. That's awesome. Thank you. Man, I don't deserve you guys. I'm serious. I really don't. I can't even tell you how much. As a content creator or a quote-unquote YouTuber, it sucks when you come on here and you look at your subscriber count, because we don't have very many ways we can kind of judge how we're doing. So we're forced to kind of look at those numbers, right, just to kind of get a gauge. And this past 3 weeks, I've dropped 200 subs because I haven't been doing content. And I get it, right? And it always bounces back. It always does. So I don't let it get me down or anything like that. And I'm not like stuck on that anyway. It's not what I do. But it is a good gauge of how you're doing. And that's really the only gauge we really have, other than me being able to talk to you. And I know we're all good because I talk to you guys all the time. So, anyway, but I just thought that was cool. I wanted to show you guys that. I really did. I just thought that was so cool. But okay, so now let me show you this plasma splashdown. This thing is awesome. Let me make sure we're going to see it here. Okay, right about. Really? I gotta go back more? That stinks. Hold on, guys. Sorry. I'm gonna go back another day and see if it picks it up, because it was so cool. You can see the plasma get sucked from the back of the sun, and it like this big dark like divided line, and it just splashed down back on the surface, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just do it like this. That way I can control it better. I think that was it right there. Okay, so if you guys see right here, see this? See it starting to lift? And you see that plasma right there just traveling? Now that's not really the one I wanted to show you. See, there it is. There it is. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Watch right here. Okay. Okay, we had an X flare right here. See that? And then this one over here flared right after, which is very common. Hey, Cheryl. Yeah, you're right. I'm serious. Cream Murders, I 100% agree with you. That's why I try not to do it. I know it bugs me. I'll say it once or twice in a thing, and I don't really usually ask for those kinds of things. And I'm, that's a very good statement there, for real. So anyway, we get this X flare, and over here, and then it flared over here. Now watch this. Did I already make it past it? Oh, I want to point that out too. Look at how tall that is. That's a magnetic connection line, guys. That's huge. That is so tall. It's ridiculous how tall that is. Okay, here we go. So let me show it to you again. Right here. Watch. See that plasma? It literally went wham! I mean, just so cool. So let's do this. Let's go to the 94, because I think it might have shown a little better on the 94 angstrom here, because I went back another day than what I had before. Let's see what it shows us here. It's got to load. Hey, Surgery, good to see you. Guys, I'm also working on videos that I'm going to be posting. Like, I'm going to do a short video, 1 or 2, maybe 3-minute video on what space weather is, what charged particles, flares, CMEs. I'm going to take all those definitions. I'm going to make short videos with them. I'm going to post them so you guys have that. And that way you guys can go look at those if you don't quite understand what something is. I wish somebody had done that for me. And that didn't happen. I had to learn the hard way. Thank you, Gary. Appreciate you, bud. So cool. Thank you. You guys are like awesome. I mean, I just don't even know what to say. You guys notice how active the sun got too, by the way? 2 weeks ago, I wouldn't be saying this. It just wasn't doing it. And there's that flare there. Now, I don't know why it's not showing me that. I literally seen in it just, oh, did you see that? Okay, this right here is that eruption that I just showed you guys over here. Okay, so let me take this back and we'll go ahead and put that back on here. This eruption here, I'll show it to you on the other imaging. This is Soho. This is 1,000,000 miles closer to the sun. It sits right out in front of us. Okay? It's like an early warning satellite for us. And this is actual disk. It'll block the main light of the sun so the imager can even see anything at all. So that's a physical disk. The actual surface of the sun is more represented by over here. Okay? But you see this eruption right here. So let me take you back here and check it out. Watch this. This is cool. This is a big eruption too. Okay, let me back it up some more. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Right here. Watch. See that little haze looking stuff that ejected off? That's your CME. Boom. Okay, and you see all that x-ray right there? I can show you that too. Let me show you that x-ray. Watch. That's long duration. We're talking a few hours. If I take you here, you see this? This is x-ray production. It's how we measure flares. It flared right here, and see how long it took it to get back down? It's because that thing kept flaring for that amount of time. Look at that. That's amazing to me. That kind of stuff just, it brings me back. By the way, guys, check this out right here. See that? Inevitably, somebody's going to come out and tell you that there's something crazy going on with this. This is the eclipse season for SDO. Remember, for 14 months? Oh my gosh! Thank you, Genius by Birth. Good to see you, girl. Good to see you. Hey, she helps us create that sloth emoji that members only get to use. If you guys are in there, members only, throw some sloths in the chat there. Good to see you, Genius. For real. Good to see you. Maybe I can even do that. I might be able to do that. Hold on. Let's find that sloth. Here he is. Look at there. Did it show up or not? I don't know if it did or not. Yep, it did. Okay, and here let me give, where's Mist? This is, I think this is the one Ilea made, or we made together on a members only stream. That dragon. And I'm not sure if Mist helped me make one or not. I can't remember. But anyway, whenever I start squirreling, guys, come down here in the chat and put this one up there for me, would you? Maybe that'll be our, like, signal. Hint. But I love that sloth thing. It was so cool. We did that on a members only, and that's just what we... Oh, my God. Genius. You're awesome. Wow. Thank you. So generous, guys. So generous. I just don't even know what to say sometimes. I mean, I'm serious when I say that. Sometimes you guys just amaze me to the point where, yeah, I don't even know what to say. That's one of those things where you can't say it enough, right? I mean, there's not a whole lot of words that kind of get to that level. And let me tell you something, though. I do appreciate anybody that does anything like that. Okay? $1, $2, it doesn't matter to me. It's still coming out of your pocket. You know what I'm saying? But that is very generous, Genius. Thank you so much. Man, that's gonna... Yeah. Thank you. Wow. So cool. So cool. There we go. Hey, Steve! Good to see you, bud. That's my boy right there. I'm going to get back to the... You know, he drops us a dad joke in the comment section, and I pin it at the top after he puts it out there. So it'd be really cool if you guys come back and check that out. And leave me a... how can I say this? Yeah. I don't know. Okay. Here we go. Hey, Flaming, good to see you, bud. Kathleen, good to see everybody. Okay. So anyway, this is normal. Okay? It's because of the way the satellite orbits our Earth. The Earth actually gets in between the satellite and the sun for a very short amount of time. So it makes it look like something's eclipsing the sun. And it's really not. Not from our point of view. Okay? So just kind of remember that. This is very predictable. They'll post it when it's supposed to happen. So don't think it's something crazy, because it's not. I've shown you guys where it was in the right position, that it came halfway into the sun and then went back the other direction. That really freaks people out. But it's because of the way the satellite orbits the Earth. That's why that happens. Okay? All right. So, let me I don't want to what I'm going to do here, Dr. Tony Phillips is saying the flares are finished for X flares, and he could be correct. But last week we had a 1% chance of an X flare, and we got an X flare. So this, like I said, guys, the sun can do what it wants, when it wants, and how it wants to do it. But they're also talking about how a thunderstorm made green ripples over Colorado. You see that? It's very cool stuff, guys. It almost looks like aurora, but it's not. Okay, so I want to show you this. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll start here. Okay, guys, I went out and took a 22-minute video. This is me standing in my front yard, facing east, okay, after the storm passed. probably 5 minutes after the storm passed. And it was still lightning. We had gotten really big hail and everything else. But I go out there and I take this, and I didn't, let's see here. I didn't put the video here. I'm sorry. Let me, yeah, so we'll do it like that. I zoomed in a little bit. Hopefully it helps those guys, you guys that are watching on a phone. You see this? That really puzzled me. Guys, this is unedited. I didn't put any filter, nothing on that. All I did was take a 22-second video, hoping to catch some lightning, like bolts. And when I didn't even see this till I brought it back in and was going through the video. And I slowed it down trying to look for some bolts. And I seen a bolt, but check this out. I've never seen anything like that, okay? And I'm not saying it ain't anything out of the ordinary, but that's a very, very horizontal cloud, and it's pretty dark, right? I don't know. I have a hard time understanding what that actually is. But then, you know, I backed it off there a little bit, and this is like 2 frames later, I think. But you can see clouds were in front of it too. So this is like poking through the clouds. It just didn't make much sense to me, okay? And then when I go here, I think this one is just kind of the same thing. This is just me from a different angle. It's the same storm. So I think I took this one so I could show you guys exactly what was happening here. This right here is part of the thunderstorm. Those are the clouds. This is the tree line. Okay, that's it. That's where the tree line stops. So I'm sitting here, I'm like, and you can see the really tall thunderstorm top here, right? Okay, so I'm not sure what that is. Now check this out. Well, hold on. Did I not put the one up where I wanted to? I didn't. Okay. Well, I'm going to back that off some. I am going to zoom out a little bit on that so you guys can have a better understanding of what I'm talking about. Okay, so after I seen that, I seen a bolt, and I'll show it to you guys tomorrow, the actual bolt part. But the bolt is here, and all I did was invert the color. So what's black is white, what's white is black. And the bolt seemed to start from here, but there's a break in it. And I just don't understand what that is. Because it looks like that's the bolt. And it could be a dark cloud there. But man, we've been seeing some weird things on other channels and stuff. People reporting stuff like this. I'll zoom in for you there. I don't know. So the fact that we got this and a bolt and then this thing here all in the same capture. I had no intentions of finding anything. I wasn't trying to find anything like this. I was trying to get some lightning shots. That's it. And this is what I seen. So, I don't... And again, guys, you guys know I'm not one to come out here and be like, oh, this, that, and this is this is that. I'm usually more on the other side, to be honest with you, because I want to keep things grounded, you know. I don't want to be the one calling, you know, crying wolf. But check that out. I don't know what you guys think about that. Please get that. Hey, what's going on, Heather Joy? Good to see you, my sister. My sister. That's a good woman right there, guys. Her and her husband are awesome people, I'm telling you. Telling you. No doubt about it. Just good people. Good people. Hey, Jan. Yeah, the flashing light thing, that's kind of weird too, isn't it? I'm sure you guys have seen that on other other people reporting on that. I think Mr. MBB3's been reporting on a lot of that. The flashing, you know what? This might be a good one to send over to him. If you guys have any way to contact him, or feel free to take any of these captures and do what you want with them, guys. Okay? Now, as I got you guys all here right now, I'm going to mention one thing again. And I say this because this helps with notifications. If you guys look at my pinned comment in the chat, okay, it says follow me. I got an X account, Twitter, whatever you want to say it. But I'm going to start posting every time I go live. I'm going to post a link over there too. So if you just want to follow me to get that notification over there, you can kind of help get more notifications for yourself if you do that. It might help, because I always get, you know, people asking me, man, what happened to notifications? And I don't have any answer for that, right? So I'm trying to help that out a little bit. And I've had an X account for a long time, but it would be cool if you guys could come over there and follow me. I mean, I'm not going to post a whole lot over there yet. I might in the future, I don't know. But with that being said, just thought I'd say that. Okay. And I'm just going to say this right here, right now. You know, I want to... some of the conversations I've had with Ilea and Mist the past few weeks, I just want to give you guys a special shout out. Okay? You guys really have helped me. Okay? I'm serious about that. And I want everybody here on the channel to know it. Okay? It's the kind of people we surround ourselves with, guys. And again, they're my chosen family. That's how I say it. I don't know how you guys see it, but that's just, you know, we all get a family, then we usually have a family we choose. Hey, Mary. Hey, Gordy James. Good to see you. Monk's in the house. I think I already said hi to surgery, but hi surgery. Hey, Pam B. Good to see you. Okay. So, but I thought that was, you know, that's just kind of crazy, right? I mean, am I seeing stupid stuff here? Am I being ridiculous or what? I don't know. Now, this isn't like a straight line like a cigar or a complete cylinder. So, you know, I do think that that's some sort of a horizontal cloud of some sort. But the one that really had me kind of scratching my head here was this one. And I'll show you guys the one that's not been inverted tomorrow. I have to get it off my phone. So, sorry about that, guys. Appreciate you. Back at you, sister, for real. I just got really good people surrounding me. I really do. Okay, so I want to show you guys this too. Okay, I told you guys earlier, hey, you know, the only way that the bow shock goes down is if our magnetic field is not there anymore or the sun goes away, right? So, just like I'm doing this right now because I want you guys to get a good understanding of what I'm about ready to show you. Like I said, the energy comes from left to right and it hits our bow shock. Well, it hits our magnetic field and creates this bow shock. So you'll see it, right? See it bouncing around there? You can see it hit. Okay, watch right here. It'll hit right here in the middle, and then watch what happens. See it spread on back and go on out the backside? And it does go this way, right? It's called compression and then rapid expansion. Right? We get hit, it compresses, and then we're pushing back, so we get rapid expansion when we win that fight for a minute. Okay? Our magnetic field anyway. Hey, Gunswater, good to see you. How did I know See, there he goes with the dad joke. Steve, you're awesome, brother. You are just awesome, man. So cool. Well, thanks, Trish. I appreciate you, for real. That's an awesome joke, by the way. Okay, so again, I want you guys to understand what I'm saying here. Energy comes from the left, hits, and then goes out the back, right? We either deflect it or it gets inside our magnetosphere, and then eventually it'll get flushed out the back, right? And we do get things that look like it hits from behind. What happens is we get magnetic field lines. These are lines, guys. These are not like a blanket, okay? So when we get hit in the front, sometimes those lines will break or disconnect, and they're kind of flopping around back here. And then what happens is they reconnect. And if they're hanging out over here, and then the magnetics become correct, it'll reconnect, but it'll appear as though something came from behind. Right? Because it connected back. It's called a reconnection event. What I'm getting ready to show you is not a reconnection event. Okay? This is one of those things, I think I showed it to you guys a while back, but I want to make sure we don't forget about this. Because I think this is some more, man, I don't want to say evidence or anything like that, but this is some more observations that could point us to, hey, there's some stuff going on magnetically within our planet that we don't, yeah, you know what I mean? That things are changing. So let me back this up. So let me explain what you're going to see. I'm just going to push play, and I want you guys to watch it. It's only two. I cut it out and then put those two cuts right back to back. So it's going to do it twice. Or maybe more. I think it's doing it more. Okay, but do you guys see what's happening? I want you guys. I mean, if you guys can see it, I'm sure you can. Some of you guys are going to pick up on this real quick. Why this is really, really odd. Okay. See that? First off, I'm going to say this. I have no idea what this is. Okay? And what I'm talking about is, remember I said we get compression and then rapid expansion, right? That's why it's bouncing around, right? Notice how you're not seeing anything back here. Nothing's coming from right here. Nothing came from back here. It's all coming from the front, right? So I'll take you guys back over here. Watch this. Oh, it's not going. Okay, there we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take it like this. You guys see what happened right there? I left these few frames here in the front so you guys could see that we did not get hit from the front right there. Okay? And there was no reconnection event in the back. This was back in the 1st of February. Okay? So watch this. Why it started to bulge right here, right? Why is it starting here and going out in all directions equally? It was powerful enough inside our magnetosphere. It's like you threw a rock in a lake and the ripples went out, right? We should have gotten hit in the front first for that to be normal. Any of that. And also I will say this. When this happened, it was strong enough, it pushed our bow shock towards the sun. Watch, there it goes. Okay? And you can see it clearly starts right here. It starts with us. So I don't, this was something we did. This was Earth. Earth's magnetic field did something here. And I don't know what it is. I don't. All I'm saying is this is not a normal thing to happen. Okay? At least that I've been researching this for months now, and I can't find anything on this. This is something that I've even reached out to people that... yeah. I haven't gotten any response back, but if you guys know anybody in the space weather world at all, and they know what this is, please tell me. I just want to know what it is. It is just so crazy to me, because it starts right there, and it goes out equally. Boom. Right? So, there you have it, guys. I don't want to, I'm not going to spend too much time on that, but I really wanted to make sure you guys understood that, and seen that. And I'll probably show it again later on, because I'm going to keep looking into this, and if anybody has any idea what that is, please, please, please tell me. I don't know what to say when it comes to things like that sometimes. Okay, so what we are going to do real quick here, I'm pretty sure Marf is probably going live here in a minute. Probably live now. Yeah, his Marfugal News is at 10:19. What time is it? Yeah, he's over there now. If you guys want to leave and go watch him, please do. Adam and Dex over there, please. I'd rather you guys come watch me on replay. They do good work over there, and they're just good people. They're my friends, my family. Okay? But anyway, let's take a look at... Oh, man, where's that at? Okay, so this is the Geo-electric model. This is the electric field, guys. This is basically, it's at the surface too. So we're getting hit right now, which is why you're seeing this. Right? They're using this to help forecast earthquakes. So you can definitely tell that, hey, this is affecting that. I've also got some stuff too. Yeah, if one of my moderators would put the link to his video over there, can you guys put that in the chat for me? That way people can just go there and watch. That'd be great if one of you guys could do that. I'm going to be ending here pretty quick, okay? Just so you know. All right, so I want to look at the HP, okay? The HP is just, it's a German website, and it's the same thing as this, the KP. These are 3-hour averages. So if I show you the HP, these are 30-minute. See what happened here? We've hit a KP of 5 already, okay? Just for a half hour at a time. That's a G1 storm. So take that for what it's worth. It's probably going to bounce around here a little bit more. But we got more things coming. Like I showed you guys earlier, we got that CME from up here, okay? I'll show it to you one more time right here. See that? You're right there. That's the CME, okay? That's coming at us. It could go north of us. Let me just say that first and foremost. Here it is on the coronagraph, though. I showed it to you guys earlier. Why did I do that for? Okay. Right there. I know it's going backwards, but that's okay. Here, we can reverse it. Alright, guys. So, who's Marv? You know who Marv is, fam. Marfugal. Adam Marfugal and Dex James, baby. Guys, so please go over and watch them. Best internet news on the platform, baby. I'm probably going to be over there too. I will definitely be listening. I might not be able to chat very much, but I always listen. So please, yeah, he goes to Marfugal News. I think that's what Mist has posted there. Thank you, Mist. Appreciate you. And then you got, if you guys go watch Marfugal News, if you're over there, you can stay in the chat, and it'll port you right back over to his Marfugal TV when he goes live there. He'll tell you that at the end of the video. So if you stay in the chat, you can just stay on both channels. So, anyway, you guys will probably see me over there. But I just want to, you know, I'm back on the horse now. I tried about a week and a half ago, and I needed to take a few more days off for, you know, spending it with my daughter. Guys, she got more scholarships, and I'm just so proud of her. She made the she's part of the National Honor Society, and she got a dance scholarship, and then she got a scholarship here from one of our local banks and stuff. But yeah, she's doing the daggone thing, guys. I'm so proud of her. I just can't even say it enough. She's turned into an awesome young woman, and yeah, so I'm not missing that, okay? I just want you guys to understand that's why I wasn't here, and I hope you guys do. I really, truly do. Because I've been going to that high school now for over 30 years, watching one of my kids at some point in time. And I've been having a hard time with this mentally, because that's over now. You know, I got to turn to the next chapter, and sometimes that's not the funnest thing to do. Especially when, you know, we start getting up there in age. But I am going to go ahead and end this, guys. I want you guys to understand that I will be here every day, one way, shape, or form. And I was even here when the big stuff was happening anyway, for short ones. But just know I got you back on the space weather. If something big's happening, I'll be out here no matter what. But I'm going to be here every day, okay? And I know, and I'm dedicated to it. You know, I'm going to try to do it around 8:30, 9 o'clock every night, but it's going to jump around a little bit when things are happening. So, Oh, goodness. All right, guys. So, anyway, God bless. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey, check out my morning video. I'm going to try to post one. All right? It's just going to be an update. Space weather update. It's going to be very short and to the point. So, let everybody know that, hey, Wages World's back and he's kicking it. Heck yeah. God bless. Yahusha saves. And as always, you can drink this Kool-Aid.